What's up, family? This is your man, not your boy, bringing you another gold nugget that you can either pick up or you can just kick it aside. Hollywood. Do you know Hollywood just did here in a few months on South Park about black people being the Jews and how those who came into this country years ago wanted to have a reason why they can get in a position so they can get the sympathy from everybody else. Basically remove one out the way, and also to put themselves in the place of, and where we see today, they got their own country, their own government, their own land. So check out this video and I'll be back.
The true Jews of Israel are your black ancestors.
You know, the stuff that's come out about how the Jews stole the black race's identity? That the lost tribes of Judah were actually all Africans? You didn't hear about this? Black people are actually the Jews and people like Kyle have taken that from them? Stop talking to me. When the Jews came to America to escape persecution in World War II, they found that blacks were already the underclass in America, so they had to invent a story for themselves which they could make everyone believe because Kyle runs Hollywood.
What do you think? You know, there's many of movies and videos and TV series that have mentioned this. Everybody takes it as a joke and everybody just brushes it aside. And my thing is, well, you know, there's truth that is being revealed right now to this day, for that many people at least can research for themselves to see, is there truth to the matter? You know, I remember the shows that I used to watch back in the day, and it rose everybody's eyebrow curiosity. Whether it was Fred Sanford and Son, and he finding out that he had an affiliation with a kingdom that was one of the tribes of Israel. Whether you saw that on Good Times and Michael was educating his mother, in the Bible it says the description of who Jesus is, wanting to put the black Jesus on the wall, take down the white Jesus. You had, you know, the Westerns, where they talked about even the blacks being the Jews. And I put, you know, videos up to show that there is this movement now that, and this awakening, especially now that you're in Africa, I'm in Africa, that you can see, because I've interviewed the Limbo tribe. I'm going to be over here in Nigeria interviewing the Igbo tribe, and those are Yoruba. I am going to share the story of what they say, not anybody else. Because once you get into everybody else, it goes over everybody's head until you hear it from the horse's mouth. Now, I know our people has an issue when it comes from us, because we've been indoctrinated to only believe those people's story because those are the ones who educated us. And it's sad. And when I am putting out more and more videos of revealing some truths about Africa, about the people there, the tribes, I hope that many of you all will be able to at least add to your library new information that will cause you to search deeper into really who you are. Now, you know, the big argument really about who are the children of Israel, Deuteronomy 26, and it, you know, speaking about the curses upon a people who would not follow God, who would not believe God, who will follow other gods, that these people would be cursed. And in the cursing, it states that they should be scattered. They shall go on ships. There should be people who have control over them, dominion over them, that their land, the land that they lost, will never be again. And when you see that these people who had to go through the horrific slavery, describing irons would be around their neck, that they would have masters and they will have to serve other gods, that everything they touch, their land will be taken from them when they try to reestablish themselves, that anything they do will not seem to always come to fruition. Now, the only way that many people will subscribe to this teaching here is for those who understand and can compare two groups of whether who went through these horrific travels of life, this historical downfalls, pitfalls of life, And when you look at the curses, it really points at the African Americans, the Brazilians, those who are in the Caribbeans, those who are in the Australia, India, Philippines, Belize. All of these countries you find were scattered. Russia, Europe, China, that you find we are a scattered people. Now, in saying this, there are those who say, well, they have affiliation with, being the children of Israel. Well, I like what they say there, over there in the land of Israel. Those who are there, they practice Judaism, in which they call themselves Jews. And I can't argue against this. This is what they believe and all that there. But many of them are amazed when it comes to find out that for thousands of years, our people, have known where we started and where we ended up at. They've carried the Torah with them. They still do the biblical traditions, celebrating feast days, that many of them are amazed. And they don't allow them into the so-called family of the so-called Jews. But yet, I say there's no need for those titles. These people here in Africa, our brothers and sisters, are the Hebrews. And the Hebrews, because anybody can be a Jew. You can convert to be a Jew. You can practice Judaism and be a Jew. But unlike them in Israel who speak Yiddish and learn how to speak Hebrew, you find in the Bantu language is nothing more than Hebrew, another dialect of Hebrew. All of these bits and pieces that are coming together, that is telling a story, many out here are wanting to raise a red flag. Many out here are wanting to silence people. But it's interesting that ACL, I wonder if that ACLU ever decide to go up against Hollywood on this particular thing, making the point that blacks are the Jews. I don't know, but it's interesting that when you or I talk about this, it sends this hate speech across the globe. But when Hollywood can say it, it seems nobody says anything. It's a little funny when it comes out that way. But continue on your research, because my thing is the truth will be revealed and it shall be told. This is your man, not your boy, bringing you another gold nugget that you can either pick it up or you can just kick it aside.
Think about it, 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 think about it.